We're never separated. We're never divided. And they never left. They're still very much present in our life. I want you guys to know that sometimes we feel like we're alone, and we're not alone. Especially from spirit side, because your loved ones are always with you and around you. And you don't need me to connect with your loved ones. You don't need a medium. They're with you, loving you, supporting you, guiding you, always. Happy Wednesday, you guys. I'm excited to be here with you. I hope you're excited. If you're new, say new. This is a great community. And if you have any questions, somebody will answer you. My sister, Jennifer, she is underneath me. Jen, if you could say hi, that would be great. Oh, there's Olivia. She's peeking. Stacy's here. Allie's here. And Dawn, they're all recapping. We appreciate you guys. So thank you. And before we get started, guys, remember, fake profiles. I will never reach out. I'll never direct message. I'll never solicit for a reading, guys. If you get anything, please know that it's not me. Just block and delete them. Okay? Easy enough? And then, who wants to see Livy? Oh, she's already waiting. She's side-eyeing me. She's ready to get started. You want to say hi to everybody? Come on, baby girl. Oh, I just made a mess. There she is. Say hi, guys. That little sugar face. Tom, can I kiss? Kiss? No? Okay. Well, I love you. There's a crumb. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna explain the process and then how I work, and then we'll go ahead and get started, you guys. But real quickly, events. September 20th, Saturday, September 20th. We're back at Anderson Winery in Valparaiso, you guys. So Saturday, September 20th, Anderson Winery in Valparaiso. From there, Saturday, October 25th is the Fowler Movie Theater, and that's in Fowler, Indiana. So if you're in the Lafayette area, Indy area, Illinois area, head over to Fowler Movie Theater, guys. And then October of 2026, so next year, October of 2026, is the Harmony Healing and a Voyage After Loss cruise event. All that information is on my website, firehouse.medium.com. I got Olivia's cookies all over me. It's all sticky. All right. So as well as I do in-person, phone, Zoom, and I do travel around for mini groups. Again, all that information is on my website, firehouse.medium.com. If you have any questions, just email me. And I do return your emails, you guys. Every one of you, I return your emails. Check your spam folder. Okay? Easy enough? And if you can, please share the page. All right. So this process, mediumship, is about love. It's your love for your loved ones or love for you. So they're not going to come through, guys, and judge you, point fingers at you, condemn you. It's nothing like that, okay? So how I work when your loved ones come through, they'll go back into shared memory. This could be years ago, as well as current events, so you know that they're with you and around you. Excuse me. We already have spirit here. I do get names and dates. I could be off by the name, but not the initial it starts with or the name may sound like, okay? So once we get you live on the phone and you're like, Teresa, that's not my loved one's name. Remember, when your loved ones are coming through, they will highlight loved ones still here living. So friends, family, just be open to all of that. I don't want to get stuck on names and dates. However, it's still part of the process. So what you don't understand, I encourage you to write it down, because typically you'll get it later. It happens 99.9% of the time. All right. You're nervous. You're in the hot seat, all of those things. And I'm also known for random and quirky things, you guys. I love those things. It just lets you know this is how much your loved ones, they're with you. They see you. They know what's going on in your life. Again, whether it's a shared memory or it's a current event going on. So I love current events. Love it, love it, love it. All right. And also just be open when I get you on the phone too as well, because all of your loved ones are with you and around you is coming to my awareness. So we could have, once I get you live, we could have multiple loved ones coming through, as well as you could be passing along a message to another family member, a coworker, a boss, because we're all connected. Easy enough? So you guys ready to get started? So I heard you. So I had posted, I think a few days ago, I said, do you guys want to do spirit led or do you guys want to go direct? And it was overwhelmingly spirit led. So we are going to go spirit led. If we have enough time at the end, I'll just randomly pick somebody. And then we are going to go live on TikTok afterwards as well. Okay? Easy enough? So I do have a father energy coming to my awareness. When I say father, father, grandfather, uncle, father-in-law, he makes you feel like heart, lungs, or chest or difficulty breathing. So this would be either a heart issue or a lung issue, but I know it's heart, lungs, or chest. This is how he makes me feel. I also know there's a military connection. I feel like it's Air Force because he's showing me planes as well with this. But I could be wrong. But I know there's an Air Force. I know there's a military connection. Now, this is important, you guys. He's also showing me a statue of an eagle. So either he had one or you have it, but I know there's a statue of an eagle. I also know October or the 10th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. October is the 10th month. So it could be the 10th of any month or the month of October. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. Now, I feel like this is a current event. This is random and quirky, which we love. You either just mopped or you bought a new mop. All right. So let me recap real quick, you guys. So the father energy that's coming to my awareness, I feel like father, grandfather, uncle, father-in-law. I know there's a military connection. I feel like it's Air Force because the way he's showing it to me, I see planes. I also feel like October or the 10th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. And this is also important. There's a statue of an eagle. So either you have it or he had it, but I know there's a statue of an eagle. And this is also important because it's a current event. Either you just mopped or you bought a new mop. So, guys, you have to understand all of this, not some of it or part of it, unless you feel like it's for somebody else. So, all of it. The eagle, you have to understand it's the statue of an eagle. So, it's either like a metal eagle or a wooden eagle. There's an eagle. Either he had it, you have it. There's this connection. So, before I hone in on who I'm with, again, father energy, father, grandfather, uncle, father-in-law. He makes me feel like difficulty breathing, heart, lungs, or chest issues. He makes me feel October or the 10th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. I know there's a military connection. I feel like this is Air Force, you guys. I also know there's an eagle connection. So whether it's a statue of an eagle, either he had it or you have it, there's an eagle connection. And a current event, I feel like either you just mopped or you bought a new mop. So if you understand everything I just said, say yes, Eagle. I'll hone in on who I'm with, and we'll get you live on the phone. She's already on her charging station. Oh, baby. And guys, also don't put any information in the chat because I want it to be organic. Most of you know this already, but just don't put anything in there, please. All right, so here we go. Oh boy. Okay. I want to make sure I'm gonna make sure I'm saying this name right. I'll say the middle name and the last name. Mercedes Stairs. Is it Mercedes Stairs? I don't want to mispronounce your first name. So it's Europa. I don't mispronounce it. So Mercedes Stairs. Can you put your number in the chats with the dashes in, please? Yes, you guys. Everything has to resonate. Yes. Is it Europa? Mercedes Stairs. Put your number in the chats with the dashes in. All right, here we go. I'm triple checking the numbers, guys. Thank you. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Hello. Hi, it's Teresa. How are you?
good.
Okay. How do you pronounce your first name, my friend?
Europa.
Europa. Beautiful name, by the way. So is it okay if I work with you
Thank you.
live?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I do have a father energy coming to my awareness. When I say father, grandfather, uncle, father-in-law, he makes me feel like heart, lungs, or chest, or difficulty breathing. He also makes me feel, I know there's a military connection. I feel like this is Air Force. So does this resonate?
Um, I mean, we have a lot of military presence in my family,
Okay.
so
Is is
yeah.
is there an Air Force connection?
Um, well, there's there's literally all of it. There's Navy, Air
Okay.
Force,
I just want to, if
Marine.
okay, just know how he's coming through. I know there's a military connection. He makes me feel Air Force because he's showing me a plane. I also know October or the 10th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. He he, he also makes me feel he's showing me an eagle. I feel like this is a statue of an eagle. So either he had it or you have it. Does that resonate?
Yeah. My grandpa had tons of eagle statues.
Okay. And then
Uh,
and then also October or the 10th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing.
yeah, he passed away on the 10th of December.
Okay. So just again, just know how he's coming through. Now he also makes me feel like he's with another father energy, but I feel like would be it would be like below him, so younger than him, but above you as a father energy. Does that resonate?
Yeah.
And I also feel is that father energy is coming to my awareness. I feel like there's either a quick or unexpected passing or somebody's not able to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm also being shown there's a connection to 4 kids. So whether this is 4 kids, 4 grandkids.
Um, yeah, there would be my grandpa, he had 4 grandkids.
4. Not 5 or
Hmm.
6, but 4, 'cause I'm being shown
Yeah.
4. Okay. And then
Yeah, three
also
boys and one girl.
okay. Also, would you understand the connection to $2 bills?
Yeah, we have tons of them.
Okay. And then my friend, can I get personal?
Yeah.
So anytime spirit puts me on a wave, like you're going through a difficult time, whether it's mentally, emotionally, or physically, does that resonate?
Yeah, not really like in a way, I guess. Uh there's always there was a drama filled day today, so I
Okay.
don't know if that,
So if it's one of those days, again, it's
yeah.
they're just, hey, we're here, we're with you, we're around you. And I'm also being shown like this is food. It's random, but it's food. Donuts.
That's so funny because the last time I talked to you, you said donuts, and I had like I had some donuts like earlier today. I was eating.
Okay. Would these be like powdered donuts or like white powdered donuts?
They were like the round ones that have they weren't white, but you know the round ones that have like the glaze, but they were kind of like they were falling apart, like crumbly.
Okay. Okay. Just remember, because what I'm being shown, I don't want to make anything fit. I'd rather be wrong. I'm being shown white powdered, like those little mini white powder donuts, like you get out of a package or out of a candy machine. Just remember, I'm
Yeah,
saying that's what I'm being shown. Okay.
that's so funny. I love those.
Yeah, a moment on the lips and forever on the hips, they say.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, my friend. And also too, I want to go to the side of the family with the twins. So I know there's a twin connection.
When?
So what side of the family? And also if there's a partner thing on the partner side, even an ex. But I want to go to the side of the family with the twins.
Mike, I know that there's twins in my family. I just don't know what side of the family they're
Oh,
on.
okay.
Um,
Okay. I
yeah,
also
it's weird.
feel so this process, it comes in pieces. I also feel there's a coming together. So would this be like a reunion or like both sides of the family like coming together?
Um, I don't know. Like, there's so much change going on in my family right now, and like we we just moved, and so we had like a little family gathering before we moved. But um,
So
I know that
you did have like a coming together.
yeah, we did. We always try to get together whenever there's like big major life events.
Okay.
And before we moved, we all got together, like
Okay.
the whole entire family.
I'm also feeling like was there a move from like one coast to the other side of the coast, like from one like from the east to the west or the west to the east? Like I feel like there's a coast
Yeah.
connection.
Yes, we moved from Washington State to Virginia.
Okay, I feel like there's a coast like good move. I
Yeah,
feel
we
like you're happy with this move.
yeah, we moved from like Whidbey Island, Washington, which is on the coast, and we live over by Virginia Beach, Virginia. So
Perfect.
like
Perfect.
literally one coast to another. And yeah, we are happy with the move. We did my husband's actually in the military. He works on helicopters.
This is why I'm being
Yeah.
shown planes. Okay, perfect. Just know how your
Yeah,
lovey's
he works on aircraft. He works on aircraft carriers. So
perfect. Just know how your loveys are coming through for you, okay, my friend?
yeah,
All right. You have any questions?
no, no, like it's crazy because my husband was up for like teeth orders and they didn't select him, but I was always like, if it's not this year, it's going to be next year, and like I just happened to get on like right when you were talking about father energy and eagles and stuff like that, and I was like, is this somebody like in my family? Like, because like my grandpa was obsessed with eagles, but then my husband's grandpa, he's not here anymore, and he was in the military too. So it's just like it could be both of them kind of coming in together.
Now, you were talking about your husband wanting to go for a promotion. Is there a two connection
Yeah.
with this?
This is his second time taking his board for his promotion. He took it last year and he just took it this year.
Okay. And then what's the connection with November with this?
So in November, um, he has another evaluation. So like
Perfect.
that evaluation will help with the next year's chief exam, and the chief
Okay.
board for next year.
So what I'm feeling is again, it's like an encouragement, like coming through, like don't give up, like it's coming, like don't give up.
Yeah, that's what I keep on telling my husband too.
Well,
It's coming. And
well, they just validated that with November, so
yeah, yeah, because we were just talking about that actually before he literally just left like 15 minutes ago, and he's like, November I'll have another evaluation, and like I'll put more stuff on it. So.
perfect, my friend. Let your husband know.
Yeah, I will. I'll definitely have to let him know.
All right.
I don't think that's gonna be slipped out.
I appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to sit with you, and I leave the love with you. Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Let's send her lots of love. Please and thank you. Yeah, guys, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. Somebody will answer them. This is a great community. So ask away. All right, guys, before I go off into another read, Saturday, September 20th, we're coming back to Anderson Winery in Valparaiso. October 25th, Saturday, October 25th, Fowler Theater. So Fowler, Indiana. So if you're in that area, we would love to see you at Fowler Theater. And then October of 2026, so next year, is the Harmony and Healing, A Voyage After Loss cruise event. All that information is on my website, firehousemedium.com. All right, guys. If you can, please share the page. All right, I'm going to go off into another read, okay? I do have I do have a gentleman coming to my awareness. He makes me feel contemporary. So when I say contemporary, it would be like husband, brother, friend, brother-in-law. He makes me feel like he takes responsibility for his passing. So in other words, I feel like this is a suicide. This is how he makes me feel like he takes responsibility for his passing. I know this is a suicide. This is how he makes me feel. I also know March or the 3rd of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. I know this is a common name, but I'm hearing Michael. I feel like it's 3 times. So the name could be handed down, or there's 3 different there's a Michael, but I want to times it by 3. So there's 3 Mikes or 3 Michaels. So, oh, real quickly, guys. Oh, hang on. Okay, so Amanda, you just said coming to see you in Whiting. So excited. We're moving that date. So that August date that we had, we're actually moving that date. So stay tuned for that Whiting event date. That date is being moved, but we are coming back to Whiting, but the date's being moved. So we're working on that right now, just so you guys know. Okay, so the gentleman that's coming to my awareness makes me feel contemporary to you. Be like husband, brother, friend, brother-in-law. He makes me feel like he takes responsibility for his passing. So in other words, his actions brought about his passing. I know this is a suicide, you guys. This is how he makes me feel. All right. He also makes me feel March or the 3rd of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. Now, I think what he's showing me, it looks like it looks like an orangish color sports car. And I'm also hearing the name Michael 3 times. So I know there's 3 mics because he's putting a 3 next to the mic or Michael, unless it's Michael the third, but it's Mike 3 times or Michael 3 times. And there's this, it looks like an orange sports car. So before you guys say yes, the gentleman that's coming to my awareness makes me feel contemporary to you. You have to understand what contemporary means, guys. It's next to you. It would be your generation, your age, your generation. So, husband, brother, friend, brother-in-law, even an ex. And he makes me feel like March or the 3rd of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. I know there's 3 Michaels. So there's a Michael connection times 3. And he also makes me feel like there's a connection to an orange sports car. So if you understand everything I just said, say yes, sports car, and I'll hone in on who with, and we'll get you live. And guys, again, you have to take everything that's coming through, unless you feel like it's for somebody else. Then let me know that in the chats. Michelle Stowers, can you put your number in the chats with the dashes in, please? So Michelle Stowers. Oh, you're fast.
Hello.
Michelle.
Yes.
Hi, it's Teresa. How are you?
Good.
Good. Good. Is it okay if I work with you live?
Yes.
Okay, so I have a gentleman coming to my awareness. He makes me feel contemporary to you. We're like husband, brother, friend, brother-in-law, even an ex. He makes me feel like he takes
Yes.
responsibility for his passing. So in other words, his actions brought about his passing. He's also
Yes.
referencing Michael, and I feel like it's either Michael the third or there's 3 Michaels.
Okay. I have my dad, my brother, and then my nephew. My dad and my brother's name is both Michael, and then my nephew's middle name is Michael.
So that would be 3 Michaels. Perfect. And then I
Yes.
also know March or the 3rd of any month is important, Michelle.
Yes. That's when he passed away.
Okay. And then he also is making reference. It looks like an orange color sports car?
I drive a Dodge Charger that's orange.
Okay, let me back this up. Is this the same vehicle that you like wait till the last second to get gas?
Um, I have before, but I've been chewed out by my husband for it.
Okay, is this the same vehicle you guys were talking about the tires?
um, well, actually, they did some type of send off thing for the one that passed away, and I let somebody else use my old tires and wheels to do the burnouts for it.
Okay, perfect. Know how he's coming through and he's highlighting this. Okay. Now, he's also showing me like, I feel like there's a move coming. So whether it's buying or renting, there's a move. I'm being shown boxes.
Well, my husband and I have been talking about possibly selling the house that I inherited from my aunt and trying to find a place in the country.
Okay. And then also this is either like Barbara or Barbie. Barb.
We have a friend named Barb.
Okay. And you in recent contact with Barb?
Yeah, probably a couple weeks ago.
Okay. To me, that would be like a recent contact. Again, it's just specific. I'm with you. I see what's going on and see what's taking place. Now, that home that you inherited from your aunt, that aunt is passed. That's the same?
Yes.
That's the same cancer connection with that aunt?
Um,
Wait, hold on. Before you say anything, I think I'm being corrected. Was there like a skin tag or skin cancer or a skin removal?
I'm not sure with her, but my other aunt just had a spot removed
Okay,
on her cheek actually this week.
okay, okay, perfect. I feel your aunt's coming through as well. As well as the gentleman that's coming through, and they're making me feel like that skin. And if that's your aunt that's currently here, they are going to highlight loved ones still here. Okay, and
Okay.
I'm also hearing Michelle, happy birthday. So there's a birthday coming up or just passed.
My dad's is coming up at the end of August, and so is my cousin's.
Okay, and then there's the connection with the cowboy boots.
Well, I just purchased some not too long ago.
Love it. But you haven't really worn them.
Nope, I wore them one time, and that was for an adult prom that I had.
Oh, okay. I do feel the gentleman coming through, and then I feel like that aunt's coming through there because the reference of the home. If you're thinking about selling it, they want you happy. So whatever you want, whatever you need to do or want to do, they want you happy. So whatever you choose, you're supported.
Okay.
Okay. And I think what this is, it looks like wheat. Like, you see the like grass and the wheat.
Yeah.
I'm being shown that it's brown like wheat.
I'm not really sure unless that resonates with being in the country.
Well, is there a connection to a cemetery that's kind of like out in the country and then there's wheat?
There may be where my mom is, and my grandpa is out in the country
Okay.
where they're buried at.
Okay, they're like out in the country.
And there's fields around it, but I haven't really paid attention if there's a wheat field around it.
Next time you go, take a gander because I'm being shown wheat again. And if this is connected to mom and mom made her transition, this is her way of coming through.
Okay.
All right. I also know, Michelle, there's a head connection. So this would be like Alzheimer's, stroke, dementia.
Not with the person that passed, but my dad did have a stroke, a massive stroke.
Yep.
Let's see, 13 years ago. So we still struggle with, understanding what he says and things like that. So.
Okay, that's why I feel like it's a current event. So again, just know how your family's coming through, and again, they're highlighting loved ones. They're getting me to your father, and that's the head connection, and that's the current event. Now, were you okay? Can I get personal?
Yes.
what I feel is like you kind of have a lot on your plate, and part of that has to do with dad, or there's some concern around dad, or some worry for dad. Does that resonate?
Yes,
Okay. I also feel like you would be the type of person that would give your shirt off your back.
absolutely.
And I also feel like also protecting yourself too. What I mean by that is, and make sure you're taking care of yourself. That's how your loved ones are coming through. That's how, like, make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're not eating well.
I try.
Okay, we all try.
Sometimes here lately, I've had a little more candy and stuff than what I should since I've had blood sugar issues. But
Okay, again, it's not about judgment, love. It's not. It's more of a, hey, we see what's going on, we see what's taking place, we see what direction kind of things are going. So, I always err on the side of safety. Go get things checked out, and if you're eating a lot more sugar and there's high blood sugar, maybe, in a loving, gentle way, there, hey, let's
right.
take better care of yourself, because you're worth it. You're worthy. You're worth
Okay.
it. Okay. Now, I also being shown reading the new book. So either you started reading the new book, or there's a book.
I have no idea. I'm
Actually,
not really a big reader myself, but my sister is.
okay. I actually feel like this would be like a Western book.
Mm,
So from like the Wild West, Western. I feel like it's a book. It may not make sense right now. Just hold on to that.
no.
Okay. Just.
Okay.
I'd encourage you to write that down. You'll get it.
Okay.
You'll get it later.
Okay.
All right, Michelle. You have any questions?
Um, Not really. I mean, I'm happy that my aunt came through because I've been, uh, hoping and hoping for a while since I've been listening to you that she'd come through. And actually, 5 years of her passing was Monday. So
Oh wow.
I
Okay.
was hoping that she would be one that came through this week.
Right. And so just remember this Western book. Again, know how the lovies are coming through, because you have multiple lovies,
Okay.
and who they could be highlighting here. But I know there's a connection to the book. And I feel like it's a Western book, though. I feel like it's an old book.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Wait. And then one more thing here. Hang on. This is really random
Okay.
and quirky. This is either like a stuffed animal or a dog toy, but it looks like an octopus.
Um, I did just pick up some new stuffed toys that were animals for my dogs. I don't know, just a couple days ago.
Okay. Was one of them an
I can't
octopus?
remember exactly what animals they were, but there was like three different ones, and then a Hershey Kiss one that I picked up.
Okay. We'll go look, go find out, and I leave their love with you. Okay, my friend?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye. All right, guys. Let's send her lots of love. Please and thank you. And please share the page. And Olivia's still sleeping. All right, guys. I'm gonna go off and do another read. So listen up. Remember, guys, you have to understand all of it, not some of it or part of it, unless you feel like it's for somebody else. Let me know that in the chats, okay? And I want you guys to know that I know that you all want to hear from your loved ones. And I also want you to know that all of your loved ones are always with you and around you, always, in all ways, always, always, always. There's never a disconnect, never a divide. We sometimes pinch ourselves off from that. You have the ability to connect with your loved ones. You have the ability to talk to them. They hear you. You have the ability to hear them. You have the ability to sense them. And I also understand you're like, Teresa, I don't feel a gosh darn thing. It doesn't mean they're not with you, because it can be very subtle. All right. And what I mean also, you have the ability to connect, and you have the ability to talk to them, and they certainly communicate back with you. Doesn't mean that you're a medium, or doesn't mean that you do this work. There's a vast difference. There's a big difference in that. But just know that you talk to them, they do hear you. Ask for signs. All right. So I'm gonna go off into another read. Okay. I do have a mom energy coming to my awareness. When I say mom, grandma, aunt, mother-in-law, she makes me feel like photography is important. Like, I feel like dark room photography, old style pictures, dark room. You flip them over and put them in the fluid. I don't know what this is, the fluid stuff. But and I feel like I feel like she's saying traditional. I don't know what that means. So the mom energy, mom, grandma, aunt, mother-in-law. I know this is a photography connection. She makes me feel like working in a dark room with photography. She's also shown me black and white photos, and then she's also makes me feel like traditional. There's a traditional connection with this. I also know November or the 11th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. Excuse me. I also feel with her, there's like heart, lung, chest, or fluid in the lungs. There's or COPD. There's this connection or emphysema. I feel this with her as she's connecting with me. Well, this is interesting. She's talking about photography. I know there's a dark room connection. What I mean by dark room is when you work in the dark room with the photos and the fluid. And and I know what this is. She's also showing me a clown photo. So, but I feel like the clown photo is in color. So this clown photo would be in color. I feel like you have it. So let me recap real quick, you guys. Excuse me. So the motherly energy that's coming to my awareness, mom, grandma, aunt, mother-in-law, even an ex, she makes me feel like heart, lungs, or chest. I feel like either like emphysema, COPD, or fluid in the lungs. There's this connection. She's showing me photography. The way she's showing me photography is like an actual camera photography and in a dark room. So you know how you develop the film or develop the pictures? It's in a dark room with the trays and the fluid and all of that stuff. I also know November or the 11th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. And this is also important. All of it's important. There's a photo of a clown, but I feel like it's in color. I feel like you could possibly have it, but you don't have it like out in show. You don't have it hanging up. So if you understand everything, the mom energy that's coming through, mom, grandma, aunt, mother-in-law, even her ex, heart, lungs, or chest, difficulty breathing, COPD, emphysema, I just feel, or fluid in the lungs. This is how I feel, or how she makes me feel. I know November or the 11th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing. And she's making reference to photography, working in the dark room with the photography. So developing the pictures in the dark room. And she makes me feel traditional. So I know there's like a traditional connection to this. And then lastly, she makes me feel there's a clown picture, but I feel like it's in color. Either you have it stored away, but I don't feel like it's out in show. So if you understand everything I just said, all of it, guys, not some of it or part of it, all of it. Say yes, clown. I'll hone in on home with, and we'll get you live on the phone. Donna Seal, is it Donna Seeley? Put your number in the chats with the dashes in, please. So Donna Seeley.
Hello.
Donna?
Yes,
Hi, it's Teresa. How are you?
I am fine.
Good. It's okay if I work with you live?
That is fine.
Okay. So I have a mom energy coming to my awareness. When I say mom, grandma, aunt, mother-in-law, even an ex. She makes me feel like,
Yep, my mom.
excuse me, she makes me feel like heart, lungs, or chest, difficulty breathing. So either like emphysema or fluid or COPD. There's that connection. Does that resonate?
Yes, it does. She died of lung cancer.
Okay. And then she also makes me feel like November or the 11th of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing.
Yes, November's my son's birthday.
Oh, that would be important. Okay, wait, hold on a second. She's saying 2. You have 2 sons?
Just one.
Okay, do you have 2 kids? Or she's saying 2?
I have 2 dogs. Just got a second one here.
Is one of them like your son?
Well, yeah, the temperament are the same.
The temperament. All right, let me hold on. Let me back this up. All right, were you talking about like one of them going to get neutered like in that area?
Well, yes, one is getting ready. He just made an appointment for him. He just turned 7 months to get his be neutered.
Okay. I love how much your love was with you. All right. So let me keep going with this. Now, November the 11th, birthday, anniversary, or passing, she makes me feel is important. I also know there's a connection to photography, but I feel like it's like working like in a dark room or developing photos that way.
Yes, well, I used to develop X-rays, so that might be the dark room, but I also do photography on the side.
Okay. And then she's also making reference to like traditional. What's this connection like with photography and traditional?
Well, I like to do old photographs, and in fact, tonight I just framed a photo of when my mom and dad got married. They were, by a car, and so it was like an antique photo that I just framed tonight from their wedding from 1948.
Beautiful. And then she's also showing me a photo of a clown. I feel like it's in color, and I don't feel like
Yes.
I don't feel like it's out in show. So it's like either packed away or put away.
Well, I have 2 actually. One that she bought me from Home Interiors. I don't know if you remember Home Interiors years ago, but I used to collect clowns, and so when she would go out, she would buy me things. And one of the things she got me was a home interior oil painting, and it's of a clown, and it's just kind of in a room I don't use a lot.
Also, okay.
And then I tried. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I feel like there's things that are like not out in show.
Right. And then one, I used to do oil paintings, and I did a couple clowns, but they're not very good. So they're not, they're in a box.
Okay, that's fine. If as long as they're clowns though, but I feel like it's put away.
Oh, yep.
All right, that's fine. Now, excuse me. Now she also makes me feel like, can I get personal? So whether this is her or she's bringing somebody else to my awareness, I feel like there's like an intubation or life support. There's that connection. Like I feel like the constriction with the throat. I feel like there's a tube connection. Does that resonate?
My dad had issues with his throat when he got older, and he never was intubated though, but he did have difficulty swallowing that we had to put stuff in all of his foods for certain reasons. I don't remember what.
I definitely want to honor that. I don't feel like that's it. So I'll leave what you don't understand.
Oh,
Okay. So
okay.
what I feel is like an actual intubation or life support. But I feel like there's that. So
Yeah, well, it wasn't life support. I had a niece in an accident, and she was intubated. That was years ago, 93, I think.
Passed.
Yeah, she passed.
Oh, okay. And there was a difficult decision that needed to be made around this?
No, like I said, she wasn't on life support. She died in the accident. They tried to save her in the emergency room and
No,
couldn't.
I don't feel like that. Gosh, I don't want to make it fit. I feel like it's a gentleman, to be honest. I feel like it's a father energy. So hang on, let me get you there. I'm also hearing what sounds like Gary or Garrett's.
Garrett's popcorn. My sister used to send my dad Garrett's popcorn, and when we go to Chicago, we always bring Garrett's popcorn back.
Okay, and then I'm also hearing the name like Kathy, Kathleen.
Oh, I have a girlfriend, Kathleen, that just came down for our class reunion,
Okay. So
our 45th class reunion.
So just know how the motherly energy that's coming through. I feel like there's a father energy coming through. I feel like it's a fatherly energy. I feel like there's intubation or life support. You may not know this yet, so you may have to find out. Maybe find out from Kathy. But I feel like there's that connection. Like somebody had to make a difficult decision. That's how she makes me feel. Okay.
I'll have to think on that one.
Yeah, I would encourage you to jot it down. Again, you may not even know.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, so maybe find out from. I would encourage maybe find out from Kathy. I also know January or the first of any month is important. Birthday, anniversary, or passing.
The first of the month is my son's birthday. He's November 1st, but we already said in November. I don't really know anyone else who. You said the first or January?
January is the first month, so it's the first of any month or the month of
Right.
January. Birthday, anniversary, passing. Again, just hold on to what you don't understand. You'll get it later. I promise you. Okay.
Yeah, first and November. First, gotcha.
Yeah.
In January.
Yeah, January is the first
Well,
month.
January is the month that my niece passed away. That was in the car accident.
And then your niece, does she have two siblings?
She has one sibling.
So she's one of two?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm being shown two siblings.
Two.
Well, she's one of two.
Yeah, she's one of two. My niece was one of two.
Because I'm being shown two siblings. So if she's one of two, then that's fine.
Yeah. And my other sister has two kids too, but.
Okay, well, going with your niece.
Uh-huh.
Here still living. Is one of the family members or her sibling writing a book?
Yeah. I don't know. It would be something that Deanna would probably do, her sister would do.
Well, maybe find
Or
out.
And I think she also does a diary, like a journal. So she may not be writing a book. Oh, you're saying a book.
No, I feel like it would be a book or thinking about writing a book. I feel like it's that connection. Just find out. Again, just know how your mom's bringing other loved ones to my awareness. Okay?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
Did you say that she brought my dad up?
Oh, what was that? I'm sorry.
Did you say that did she bring my dad up at all?
Well, so again, it's just all your loved ones are with you. It's just coming to my awareness. What I do feel is that father energy, but I feel like there's an intubation connection with that father energy. Now, if your father's passed and you want to, try to make a connection, do you have like a specific question? I can't make them, hey.
Right. No.
Although with your father, is there a head connection with your father?
A head connection.
Like Alzheimer's, stroke, dementia, head related?
Well, when he passed away of natural causes, but when he fell, he hit his head. But he died before he hit his head. You know what I'm saying? And he was walking from one room to another, stumbled and passed out. As he went down, he hit a wall.
With his head?
Corner of the wall. With his head, yeah.
Okay. So, because you're asking about your father, and immediately the first thing he makes me feel is like the head. There's a head connection. So if he fell, he hit his head.
Right.
Now, would you also understand with your father? Was he more like quiet or like laid back?
Oh no.
Okay.
My dad was out there.
No. Okay. Where's
quiet as my son?
Okay. Where's the Joe connection?
Joe is my dad's brother, and Joe is a middle name that I used in my son. It's like a name that our family uses over and over again to honor.
Okay.
Joe.
Is Joe like quiet and laid back?
Yeah, Joe was. Yep.
Okay. So know how your dad's coming through, and again, he's just highlighting his brother as well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So again, just know how your loved ones are good, well, and safe. And do you have any other questions?
That's No, that's actually very interesting and very nice to hear. My mom has been dead for gone for very, very um hear about her,
You,
something from her.
yeah, you know what? You kind of broke up a little bit. We did hear, your mom's been passed for many years.
Right. Yeah. She's been gone for a very, very long time and you still think of them every day. So it's nice to actually like have some kind of connection with her, you know?
Absolutely. There's never, I know it feels like they left the room, but they're still very much present, even if they've been passed for many, many, many years. They're still very much present with you.
Yeah. Well, I do have a question for you though. Like in my yard all the time, I have a really big yard. I always get 2 butterflies every year, the same type of butterflies, and they fly in the same areas and sit on the same things. Like they fly together and they'll sit on a chair, and then they'll fly together and they sit, on the fence. Is that like anything? Is that, I call them mom, pa, because it's my mom and dad, but would that be symbols for them?
Absolutely, it can be, and that's just not the only way, but that's could be one of the ways that they're connecting with you. Absolutely, especially if you've named them.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I called mom first all the time, and then after my dad passed, another one came, and they're
Well,
together, and I always call them mom and pa now.
There you go. That's just one of the ways
Yeah.
they're connecting with you.
Yeah, and another thing, can they actually move things or bring things out? Like,
Yes.
after my dad passed, I had the freakiest thing happen. My dad loved pickles. So when they were on sale, I would buy jars of pickles all the time. And so after he passed away, I had 2 or 3 jars of these pickles. And I went downstairs to do something. I heard some kind of noise or something. And I went downstairs, and I have to pass through my kitchen to go downstairs. When I came up from the stairs, on the floor in the middle of my kitchen, which I would have had to have run into, were 2 jars of the pickles.
Oh my.
And I'm like, okay, now I didn't step on those on the way back. I would have run into them.
Yeah.
Probably
yes.
said a few cuss words. And then, like, how did they get there? And I'm like, how did they move? What do they use to move stuff?
Remember energy. I don't have an answer. I don't know how they do that. But I know it absolutely does happen, and it can happen.
Yeah, because I always wondered about that. Like, I would never have left pickles in the middle of the floor.
Well, more importantly, and if your father loves pickles, what a way to get your attention.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah. He is going to be he is. He's a very out there, boisterous personality. And so it was good. It was good hearing this stuff. It was actually very good. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And thank you for allowing me to sit with you. And I leave the love with you. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right, guys, let's send her lots of love, please. And thank you. Guys, remember Saturday, September 20th, Valparaiso Anderson Winery. If you want to grab your tickets, We would love to see you out there. If you haven't been to a live event, God, there's so much fun. The energy in the room and your loved ones are amazing. From there, October 25th, we're coming back to Fowler Theater. So Fowler, Indiana, October 25th. And then October 2026 is the Harmony and Healing, A Voyage After Loss cruise event. So that is next year, 2026. And we are going to go live on TikTok. So head over to TikTok, you guys, and we're going to go do some live readings over there. Thank you to Ali, Stacy, Dawn, and my sister, my favorite sister, Jennifer. Oh. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys for holding the energy. I encourage you guys, if just keep coming back every Wednesday. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. And we'll see you live over on TikTok. Guys, have a great rest of your week. Much love. And we'll see you guys next week. All right, guys, take care.